But I would like to say this. I guess I'm echoing what Dan has said, and I'd like to take this opportunity just to express, this sounds like a mutual admiration society, but I don't mean it to be that way. Superintendent Mino contacted me early on in the budget process, and the executive proposal had just been released, and he was on top of that. And he began he didn't just complain about it, and he didn't complain at all, but he began to investigate, and he began to open up a discourse with me about the budget. And it was evident that he not only had a passion for it and for his school, but also for the district and for education in general. And he began to delve into it, and I invited him, which I'm so thankful that he did. I invited him to participate, and I told him that I needed his help as a representative, and that I needed to understand the funding formula. And if I may just real quickly tell you that Representative Bob Cupp's office is right next to mine, which I'm very thankful for. He's a former Supreme Court Justice, and he just happened to be the chair of K through 12 Finance Subcommittee, and he was busy working on this budget. The timing couldn't have been any better for your superintendent to contact me. I actually remember getting up and going around the corner. Superintendent, you know where his office is, and he was at his desk, and he happened to have all the budget papers laying out on his desk. And I said, Representative Cupp, I said, can you explain the funding formula to me? And his answer was like that. And we were trying to make heads or tails. And I said, well, I have a superintendent, and I talked to him about your superintendent, Mino. And I said, he is willing to help us. He's going to do some study, some research, and get some numbers back to us. He said, I would welcome any help that I could get. And your superintendent was very thorough. He followed through. He crunched the numbers. He began to discover some anomalies, which turned out to be a pattern. And I'm not sure how much he shared with you, but what we discovered was that in the executive proposal, for some reason, there seemed to be the smaller schools and the rural schools. The smaller schools, 1,000 students and under, and the rural schools seemed to be receiving the majority of the cuts, where the wealthier metropolitan schools seemed to be receiving increases. And which was exactly opposite, as I had spoke to Director Keene from the governor's office about it and had him in my office. He was trying to explain to me capacity, and I said, well, look, I know my schools, and what you're telling me about capacity, this formula is working exactly opposite. And Superintendent Mino's formula, or what he revealed this weakness in the formula. I took those numbers over to Representative Cupp, and he began to work on those, and I said, would you like the superintendent to testify? And I approached him about testifying before the committee, and Superintendent Mino agreed to do that. He came and testified before the subcommittee, did a fabulous job. Other superintendents and administrators, I apologize, other superintendents and administrators began to come on board and began to confirm what the superintendent had said, what Superintendent Mino had said. And Representative Cupp, and I say all of this because I tell you this, I am so proud of the fact that it was a superintendent from Leetonia and our district that put tons of work into this and really made a difference in what all of the schools were benefits of, and they benefited by the work. So took a lot of, I appreciate his kind words about me, but I'm going to tell you what, I was a new kid on the block, and I was kind of the messenger boy. Representative Cupp did burn a lot of midnight oil, and many others, and it takes a lot of horses to pull the size of the plow of the budget, and Superintendent Mino was willing to harness up and do his part in pulling, and we're thankful. And I'll tell you, the superintendent of the Wellsville School District called me, left a voicemail, and said it was the best budget that he has seen in 42 years. And for the first time, they can concentrate on teaching and instruction rather than just worrying about how they're going to meet the bills. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it, and I appreciate the superintendent.